Hey, you. Welcome to my channel, my space, my room, Essence of Earth. Welcome back. And here it is my goal to help you improve the quality of your life in some kind of way. So if you like stuff like that, be my friends. We can be friends. What about your friends? We can be friends, and you can subscribe to my channel or like the video, you know, and click the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I post, which happens to be every week. And today we're going to talk about 5 big old things that you kind of want to consider before you go the natural route to reversing disease or your healing journey. Just 5 things that I myself actually kind of went through this process, right? And I'm like, okay, these are 5 things that you definitely need to consider before you go the natural route on your healing journey. So I know there are a lot of people that come out and they're talking about what you need to do, how you need to do it, and a lot of them haven't actually sat in the seat when disease, knocks at their door. And that was me. I was diagnosed with stage 2 breast cancer. I had the surgeries, and I had 1 round of what they call the red devil. Why anybody would want to take anything that got the devil in it, I don't know. Okay, but that's what they called it. I had the red devil. I had 1 round of it, and I said, "Hell to the doggone no." Okay, I said, "I ain't doing this. I ain't doing it no more." Okay, just because it was that bad. And I knew without a doubt that I was not going to do it again. And I knew that I would rather live 80 more years. Okay, I'll live 100 more years having a healthy lifestyle than having to take the red devil again. Okay, so it was a choice for me, and I had a peace about it. So that brings me to my first point, which is making sure that you have a peace about it. Okay, and making sure that you have an unwavering faith or belief that what you're going to do is going to benefit you because it matters. You don't want to have a wavering mind and not really standing on knowing that this is going to help me. This is what I'm going to do, and I know my life is going to turn around as a result of that. So make sure that you have that inner peace about it. Okay, whether you need to sit on it, pray on it, whatever you got to do. Okay, you want to have a peace about it. Um, I knew I ain't doing it. Okay. That's me, and I get it. Circumstances are different. Circumstances are different for each individual, especially depending on how far you are. If you're in stage 4, is it terminal and things like that? So you have to make decisions quickly for yourself. But just keep that in mind that making sure that you actually believe that the treatment that you're going to take is actually going to work because that really matters, your belief on it. Now, also know that when you decide to go the natural route, this is my second point, some of your family and some of those friends that you rely on, they are not going to be supportive in your decision to do that. Okay. I had to I laugh at myself a lot, but I had to defend my decision a couple of times to some of my loved ones. And that's okay because at the end of the day, you have to be able to look in the mirror and say, I'm doing this for me. I'm making a choice for myself. And, if you do something just because somebody's telling you to do it, you know what? They don't have to sit there and deal with nausea. They don't have to sit there and endure the pains and the symptoms of a certain type of treatment. They don't have to do that. You do. So the choice is ultimately yours. Okay. And I get it. We love them to death. We love them. We want to, adhere to what they want. They're nervous. They're afraid. They don't want to lose you. They trust in your doctors. They feel like they know best. But at the end of the day, the only person that has to sit in that seat and get the red devil injected into them is you. Or sit in that seat and have that surgery, that third, fifth, sixth surgery is you. Okay. So you have to be able to look at yourself and say, I'm making this for myself, regardless of what anybody else has to think about it. That's it. That's something you might have to deal with. Okay. So just keep that in mind. And also, and my third point, this excites me. Okay. So, my third point, the more, after my diagnosis and after I went through all the surgeries and the chemotherapy and my hair started growing back and I got my boobs reconstructed and things kind of got back to normal. I do all this reading and all this research, and you find these, like what they call the healers, and that everybody's talking about them, right? And they make it seem like there's one way to heal yourself, there's one way to reverse it, there's only one way. But the more that I read, I promise y'all, the more that I read, the more that I research, the more that I study, I find like there's no one way to skin a doggone cat. Okay, there's no one way to heal it. One person healed cancer with sodium bicarbonate. One person healed it on the alkaline diet. One person healed it on the fruit diet. So it's like all these people can't be lying. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But I do believe that radical change in itself, just making a radical change aside from what you would usually do, like if you're consuming the standard American diet, radically changing your diet, that alone reaps benefits. That alone is going to do something in your body. So radical change does have the benefit to reverse things and reverse them quickly. But also adding the botanicals and trying different therapies and stuff like that. That matters. There's no one way. So if you try one way, like I tried the alkaline diet, honey, it didn't work for me. Them chickpeas told me up. Okay, it messed with my stomach, and that's a huge part of the diet, right? Because that's your protein, right? I cannot do I can't do chickpeas. Okay. I couldn't do the diet. I didn't like it. And that's okay if a therapy doesn't work for you. I am an advocate for fruit cleansing and fruit detoxing, okay? Because of my experience with it, right? I had an amazing experience on a fruit diet, on a fruit detox. Amazing things happened. I got rid of a lot of waste that I saw. It worked for me. Okay. So just know that if something isn't working for you, if you're working with a naturopathic doctor or a holistic doctor, or you're working with a naturopath or somebody, you know, they can alter these therapies to work for you. You can switch it up, change it up to something that works for you, and you can transition into it or transition out of something and try something else. Okay? There's no one way to skin a doggone cat. Okay? So just keep that in mind. Now, this is not easy. Wait, one, two, three. Yeah, this is not easy, right? This is not easy. So you just imagine a very old house, right? And you go in there clean it up, and then it gets all this dust everywhere, right? What's happening? You're cleaning things up. Things are flying around, dirt, dust, debris. That's the same thing that's happening internally. That's the same thing that's happening internally within you. And you're not going to feel well. I recommend you letting your family and your friends know to give you some grace, because I was mean. I was very short tempered. Um, I had low tolerance, okay, for anything. Okay. I was mean. There's no other way to do it, but I was very mean. And please excuse me. My mother came and was just like on the doorbell. So yeah. But yeah, so you just make sure that your family and the people that are closest to you are aware of what's going on, and that you're detoxing and you're cleansing, and just to give you the space that you need. Okay. So don't just leave people in the dark and they just think that you're going crazy. Okay. So just keep that in mind. It's not easy. You're cleaning house. But you know what? The benefit is you're gonna start to feel good. Now, also keep in mind that you can have a healing crisis, and a healing crisis can show up after you start to feel good. So you really can't control when these healing crises are going to come. So just keep that in mind. Now, this part may be the hardest for some people. But one thing that I had to do, because once you start on your healing journey, you just want to be at peace. So if there's something that you think about that erupts an emotion in you, whether it's anger, fear, disgust, hate. If you think a thought, right, or maybe something that happened in your past, and it erupts that type of emotion in you, you gotta go there and you have to heal that, right? For instance, I had to ask for forgiveness for a person I really didn't want to, but I felt like that was kind of blocking me. So I did it, whether she took it or not, which I don't think so, because she was still raggedy and still nasty and mean to me. I come, but you know what? I did my part. Okay, I asked for forgiveness for what I had done. Um, and I just kind of let it go, and it is what it is. But those are things that you're going to have to do. You're going to have to look at. You're going to have to forgive. You're going to have to let go. You got to do it. It's inevitable. But once you do, it's just like it no longer has a hold on you. It no longer has a hold on you, and that is the best part. All right, you cast those cares. All right. So those are the 5 tips that I have for you if you're deciding to go the natural route, and things that you just should consider on your healing journey. So I hope this was beneficial to you in some kind of way. If you would, go ahead, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe, click the notification bell, or even like this video. Okay? I hope this blessed you in some kind of way. And until next time, bye.